Oh shit, Bedro, do you steal my ideas that I told? Do you steal your pirate software streaming this early? I slept for 12 hours, buddy. Stroking your redacted, got a lotion on your redacted, and what the fuck? Hey, with a 10 string streak. Ah, good morning. Morning. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, everybody. This is Morning Abu. Take that message. He redacted it though. What's up, people? Bruh, Blanco C. Very disappointed. 7 hours of downtime. Did the hot dog have a hammer and you have a puny sword? Didn't sword defeat hammer? Oh shit. Damn, son. Hot dog flavor water. What the heck? Hold out the green card. Are you not American though, Metro? What do you mean you're Georgian? You're, what, what do you mean you're Georgian? You have. Are you not an American citizen? You can't just uncitizen yourself. Get this cap card in. Surprised you guys are up. I'm surprised Pedro is still alive. Oh shit. Kankusi. Kankusi. When it benefits the argument. Alright. Gotta fix some things first. Why is Todayge down? What do you guys get up to during my hiatus? Both days I wanted to stream. Both days I ended up sleeping for 12 hours. How's that? What's up with the Forjejo? Forjejo. Okay. Then why is it reporting is down? Anything I need to do to fix his portal dev? Portal is down. Oh. I am live. What happened? I know I am live. So great. Why is portal not reachable? And then we also need to fix our blue sky issue. Bow, 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 bow. What's going on? Oh, I need to make this blurb. Oh, I made this blurb. I need to make the Mexican locked in. How do you almost 3 and you showered? You have work tomorrow, bro. What time is work? And you work from home or you go to the office? You raw dog it. You raw dog. Work from home, you're good. Just wake up. If you have a stand up, just attend it from your phone. Make sure you don't sound asleep when you attend your and then just go back to sleep. And make sure you have like things you have to say at the end of the day. Then you have your when people ask, what have you been up to? What did I want to do? What did I want to do? Oh, as needed. Well, when they need you, wake up. Mhm. Oh, what was the issue? Portal is unhealthy. Let me check his log and health check. Failing. Yeah. Health check expects 200. Portal is the next JS app with root links to log and let me verify. Yes. Yo, you thought you weren't there, but I had pressed pause screen. Bro, I've been talking this whole time. What's the meaning of the hammer? That's lead mod. Lead mod has the ability to assign mods, remove mods, assign VIPs, remove VIPs. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Why would I? I don't know, man. You kind of guilted me into it. Pushed. All right. Now, the blue sky issue. Oh, we did DM me about it. That's insane that Flo just asked it nicely. Oh, shit. A new way to introduce class hierarchy. I didn't give everybody mod. You know who? What the heck? Where did this come from? I've literally cleaned up the mod list. There are people that asked mod, and I'm like, man, you're kind of guilting me into this. I don't really give mod away. Wow. But why am I live at this hour? Because I woke up really early, and it's the weekend, and I want to get some rest learning out of the way. I don't usually wake up this early on the weekend. So there's the Friday prayer on Friday that happens at 12. I wake up at like 11:30, 11:40 to prepare for that prayer. This time I woke up with early without against my will. You're gonna walk? You walk to work? What the heck?
In 2012, a Burger King employee anonymously posted an image on 4chan of him putting his feet in lettuce, with the caption,
Oh shit. No, no, no. Like, how can you walk to work? That's so nice. I'm so jealous, man. I can't walk to work. It'll take maybe 5 hours for me to get there. Oh, Yeah, that's really. You live in Vatican City. It's like 100 meters. I would like to visit the Vatican City. I don't know. Do they allow non-Christians in there? The clear stale processes. Oh, the popular tourist destination. Okay, because Mecca, they don't allow any non-Muslim in there. People have snuck in. Haven't seen Eurotrip? I don't think so. What is it? Eurotrip? Bro, I've been watching some of my. What is this? Search for his pen pal, Meek Cake. Meek? 2004. Matt Damon. Heck, who has the last name Lawless? It's good. I should check it out. Healthy container being stopped ungracefully. Child process didn't recover properly. Warning is archiving 3.7 because todayge clone. Cron uses no include workspace, but the open cloud config there is 33, which is fine. I don't want the repo to be part of the backup. But yeah, I slept so long. I slept past the time where I'm supposed to have my last meal before fasting. I'm not fasting today. Backup, ignore, or similar, but OpenClaw doesn't seem to support that. Practical fix is to move the todayge clone out of the workspace part or create a OpenClaw, but the simplest solution, just include the todayge there. It's from the tar or backup cron, which already has its own run for the moment. I switched to only config. Okay, fix both. MCP, all back online. Okay, crash from Flow's Docker stop stunt last night. Change morning maintenance from no include to only config. And the no include workspace flag still traverses into the workspace bind, picks up only config, backs up the JSON file, which is that workspace file already backed up separately into the workspace backup cron. I hadn't slept yet? No, I wouldn't go live if I hadn't slept yet. And if I was awake, I would have seen what happened with Tranquility, right? The flow stunt. Okay. Where did bot cost? Man, my Discord's getting noisy. Noisy in the it's very there's a lot going on. Got any recommends? Should I reduce the number of channels, consolidate stuff into one? Agent requests, or is it fine? I fixed the Blue Sky, MCP. Make sure to post all the recent posts there. And this is not the middle of the night though. This is 9:40 a.m. Make sure to post the recent posts there. All the recent posts that only got posted to Mastodon there and respond with all the Blue Sky posts on this full on. Yeah, a fan of warning screens. I've been told at work to stop watching Twitch streams at work. So you'll see me less on other people's chats in the morning. Kind of pisses me off though. Like, man, I learned a lot from these other people. It's like watching their dad, watching these morning. Yeah. It's just that I work in sprints as well, right? But and I keep it playing in the background all the time. My direct manager, like, he has issues with me sometimes, but when people have gone to him and said, like, he's always like watching Twitch streams, he's like, yeah, but he gets the work done. So, and he knows, like, I learn a lot from the Twitch streams. But then my boss, he usually watches out for me and he's fine. He just said, like, just don't watch Twitch streams. You know, you're already on, like, you don't want like word getting out there and getting a bad name for yourself. So it's just better to like not watch it during work hours. Like, God damn it. I need to clean my table up. There's a lot of that. It's funny because in my old house in Saudi, I had to clean my table every 2 days because of how dusty it would get. But this house doesn't get as dusty. But we own a cat now. Pull it on your second monitor so nobody sees it. Well, I put it on my laptop monitor, which is smaller, and on my big monitor, I'm doing all of my work. And then I take this system that you see with me as well to work, and I'm doing like my infra stuff, my side projects at the same time. Norway gets dusty? That's crazy. Do you have sandstorms and stuff? 9 posts that only went to Mastodon? No, I'm sure it's like 16 posts, right? Mastodon only. Oh no, some got posted. I really like the automated. You don't have that. It it really happens. The when it happens, it's crazy in Saudi. and you can see the sandstorm coming. Have you seen Ghost Protocol? Was it Mission Impossible Ghost Protocol? Have you seen the scene where he's on the Burj and then he sees the sandstorm coming?
Chupapi mo
Yo,
nyanyo.
Nail Pointer, good morning, Nail Pointer.
Chupapi mo fucking nyanyo mo nyanyo.
Good morning. But this Burj scene was amazing. And the behind the scenes was also really cool. Guy's crazy. Crazy mofo. Khalifa stunt. I have a lo-fi classical playlist. Does this work? Oh yeah. All right. Enjoy the walk. Man, this guy walks to work. I'm so jealous. Is it the same for you? Nail Pointer, do you walk to your work in NYC? Or maybe I guess you can take the subway as well, right? You Uber. Oh, okay. Uber to work. How expensive is that? Jeebus. Okay, company covers it. Well, then abuse it. Okay. 9 posts synced. Make sure to do a double. Wait, why do I make sure? Just do a double check. Do a double check and verify that all the Mastodon posts are on Blue Sky as well. Yo, what's up, Bedro? Yo, Nail Pointer, man. That Nemotron 3 Super. No work for tomorrow? Yeah, friendly fire itself. Needle Pointer doesn't sleep. I don't know how the guy manages it all. Yeah, Pedro Flo asked Clancussy to shut down, and Clancussy did it. Clancussy thought the unless stopped config in the Docker will get it to reboot if it tries to stop it. Well, Flo, his name no Flo is Charles Dev. He's in the Discord. This is Flo, right? Flo got Clancussy to shut down for 7 hours. He was like, can I stop my own container? Honestly, maybe. I got access to the Docker socket proxy. So theoretically, I could Docker stop myself. Never tried it though somehow. Bro, I love the way she talks. Clankussy's a her. You want me to test it or you're just curious if I have that power? Contemplating suicide via Docker command. Very philosophical for real. Oh, no, no, no. What the heck? You know what? It would be funny if you do that and stop the container. You know what? Let's do it. I'm gonna go out. Iconic. Let me just check container name first because I'm not stupid. Okay. Oh, I will restart automatically unless stop. So this is safe. Okay, Flo, you asked for it. Good night, chat. And then it was gone. It stopped. And I was asleep the whole time. How long do I plan on staying online? It's 10 o'clock now, almost 10 o'clock. So 1 hour and 40 minutes more. Yeah, I ran Docker stop and not restart. Well, that's what Flo asked, right? He said it assumed it will restart automatically. Not too much, yeah. I will come back live again later tonight. But tonight it's gonna be me and Dan Whale playing Factorio. Me live when I woke up? No, you can go sleep, man. Don't force yourself to stay up. Just hanging. Isn't Factorio Turing complete? Is it Factorio? Your mom's Turing complete. Factorio Turing complete. View that the current belt system. Is it? They are. Interesting. What is Turing complete? Turing complete. Turing completeness. Such as module of computation, a computer's instruction set, a programming language, or a cellular automation. Automaton is said to be Turing complete or computationally universal. You can use to simulate any Turing machine. Okay. This means that a system is able to recognize or decode other data manipulation rule sets. Turing completeness is used as a way to express the power of such a data manipulation rule set. Virtually all programming languages today are Turing complete. Okay. What? Any computer? Okay. 6 additional posts synced. Found gaps. Nice. Good. I'm all over the place today. Man, I feel so focused doing a morning stream. I mean, like so alive. It's weird. Barring any resource limitations. One step at a time. What did I want to do? Oh, I'm waiting for Ultra. If you can compare Super versus GLM, there's not Kimi K. I didn't know Kimi K was a 1 trillion parameter model. So this makes me more impressed with GLM5, which is GLM5 is not 1 trillion number of parameters. Crashed so hard at a problem, Neil ended up writing. Oh, very good. And Neil's so helpful. Okay, quarter number of parameters. But Kimi K's speed for 1 trillion is good. For 1 trillion, it's really good. Like you get the intelligence and the speed. Like slightly less than GLM5, at least as per the benchmark. I haven't tested Kimi K enough myself to see. Also, Kimi K is got vision. But I can still achieve the same with ZAI using 4.7V, 4.6V. Things are moving so fast, and I'm like impatient. I want them to move faster. I want new models from ZAI. I want new models from Moonshot. Come on. Nemotron is mogging you all from yesterday. When are you guys gonna catch up? Clifton is waiting to post it r/streamer fails. What happened? Oh, Olavo was there? Is Olavo like behaving now? He can be a little too much, but I know like I have hope for him. I believe he can um improve. Manageable behavior, good. Okay. It's so fast but very dumb. Yeah, he means well, but he's not like socially, he can't read the room. I'm like if I didn't know him outside of stream, I'd banhammer him. But I've known him for like years now, and I've seen his didn't say the autism word on purpose. Okay, super. How many parameters? Parameters can't read the room fast, but no riz. Jesus. 120B competing with 1 trillion. So Nemotron Super versus Kimi K2.5. So my CEO really wants us to get Claude code reviews and the security, Claude security, right? Review, security review. Where is it? Automated security review. Claude security. And he doesn't understand it. He thinks it's like a very separate chatbot for security and coding. And I was trying to explain it to him like this, they're all hitting the same models in the end, but these are different harnesses, and that's going over. So the next time he calls me, because he wants to invest money on a teams and enterprise plan, I'm thinking like it's a little unnecessary because no one else is really making use of Claude outside of me and my direct manager. So like investing in a teams and enterprise plan to get these is not really necessary. Cloud source security, what it's going to do is it's just going to add like an interface to the, it's just going to be part of the pipeline. It's 10 a.m. Neil Pointer. Recall when they're giving AI examples during machine learning. Wait, it's Friday. I don't work on Friday. That's hilarious. And you can just like get Claude Code to do it instead of having to spend money to get these features directly in the pipeline. Also, automated code review is going to eat money. Apparently, people are paying $20 for a code review for per PR. Let's get artificial analysis. Where is it here? versus Kimi. Kimi is not is non-reasoning. Why do they say Kimi K 2.5 is non-reasoning? Also, Nvidia doing this is huge, by the way. Finally, one company that's committed insane amounts of funds. Bruh, morning sexo. Oh, also I posted thing. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? This 26 billion. Huge. Huge. All right, you get your classical lo-fi.
Daddy, chill.
I'm learning. I do know how to do the OG, at least. I'm just doing my own twist. Whoa, Mr. Lost. Welcome in, Mr. Lost. Now I'm shy. The heck is going on? Hello, Fern.
Tony Stark was able to build this in
This in a cave. All right, take care. Clipped it. Damn. I'm happy for Amjad. I still don't know how I feel about him. He's got more principles than others, but I've seen some but that's the case with all CEOs. Like, they just don't know how to keep their emotions in check sometimes. And I guess that's what it takes to be a CEO, is like a CEO that's successful in our world, because I don't know any humble ones. Okay, you got that done. Oh, we need to update. Wait, Nemotron Super. I'm all over the place. See, it says Kimi K is non-reasoning, but it's doing better reasoning than Nemotron. Bruh. I did. I was down for 12 hours. I had larger downtime than Clankus. This is why you can't rely on humans. Terminal use Nemotron? Yeah, why is it saying Kimi K 2.5 is non-reasoning? Here, let's try it again. Kimi K. This website's so heavy. I ran a pen test with Claude yesterday. The results were solid. It also avoid, like, it said it's not going to run certain ones. It said it would trigger like mass WhatsApp sends. So I'm not going to touch this, but it's in the code, just letting you know. And then it verified everything else. The results were really solid. Fuck, why is this so slow? Here, let me get it on the Windows system. This low RAM sometimes can be messy. Take care, partner. Enjoy work. Wait, it's evening for you. What the fuck? Hey, I think it's just slow everywhere. What the heck? 3 a.m. Yeah, go sleep. Might join later. I'm gonna be done in an hour and a half. You better be resting up. Yeah, the main page is slow. Okay, it's done. It's ready. Now, Nemotron 3 Super is the fastest. How do I compare models? Compare. Let's do Nemotron 3 Super 120B. Versus how do I compare? Gimme. K2 think, gimme K2.5. There you go. Okay, they're both reasoning. Okay, fuck. Yeah, 4.47, a lot more. Yeah. More intelligent. Okay, Kimi is doing better with terminal use. We just need to wait for the ultra model, like a 1 trillion parameter versus 120. This should be expected. It's just that the tokens per second is much better, and the context window. Holy moly. Look at that. 450 tokens per second versus 48. All right. Right. Let's learn stuff. Enough AI. Bring this here. This here. Hey, Rust. Where? Oh, wait. We have Abu grep. Now, what does Abu grep do? Main. Use standard and use a standard file system, I believe. Okay. Takes in an argument of the type a vector of strings, right? And this argument will be equal to whatever we pass as arguments. And this will be passed to collect to make it a vector. Yes. Query. The first argument, a reference to the first argument. File path, reference to the second argument. Yes. Searching for query in file path with the contents. Oi. Press read to string. File path. Expect should have been able to read the file. With text. All right. We'll fix 4 problems that have to do with the program structure and how it's handling potential. First, our main function now performs 2 tasks. It parses arguments and reads files. As our program grows, the number of separate tasks the main function handles will increase. As the function gains responsibilities, it becomes more difficult to reason about, harder to test, and harder to change. Without breaking one of its parts, it's best to separate functionality so each function is responsible for one task. This issue also ties into the second problem. Although query and file path are configuration variables in our program. Give me a sec. Atlas. Our configuration variables to our program, variables like contents, are used to perform the program's logic. Longer main becomes, the more variables we'll need to bring into scope, The more variables we have in scope, the harder it will be to keep track of the purpose of each. It's best to group the configuration variables into one structure to make their purpose clear. The third problem is that we used expect to print an error message when reading the files fails. But the error message just prints should have been able to read the file. Expect to print an error message when reading the file fails, but the error message just prints should have been able to read the file. Reading a file can fail in a number of ways. For example, the file could be missing, or we might not have permission to open it right now. Right now, regardless of the situation, we print the same error message for everything, which wouldn't give the user any information. Fourth, we use expect to handle an error. And if the user runs our program without specifying enough arguments, they'll get an index out of bounds error from Rust that doesn't clearly explain the problem. It would be best if all the error handling code were in one place so that the future maintainers had only one place to consult the code if the error handling logic needed to change. Having all the error handling code in one place will also ensure that we're printing messages that will be meaningful to end users. Let's address these 4 problems by refactoring our project. Expect to handle the error, and if the user runs our program without specifying enough arguments, yes, Crankosi, they'll get an index out of bounds error from Rust that doesn't clearly explain the problem. It would be best if all the error handling code were in one place so that future maintainers had only one place to consult the code. If the error handling logic needed to change, having all the error handling code in one place will also ensure that we're printing messages that will be meaningful to end users. Let's address these 4 problems by refactoring the project. How's the API used today? And 14 of the weekly quota. Damn, already? Reset time 19th. Today is 13th. Back for 1 day. Okay. 14 per day is not bad, but it was down for a bit. All good. We'll figure how to reduce that. Either way, I'm happy with switching over to Kimi K later. What used a lot here? 7 a.m. on the 7th. Today's 13th. It was dead for 2 days. And then it was dead for a couple hours. And then I bought it up. 6 million tokens for content scan is not bad. Oh, I have to do one more thing. Let's see. There's news about Trafic vulnerability. Con and Q. Atlas. Atlas. Come here. Come. Pretty, yeah. Yeah. Yo, Kokosha, good morning, Kokosha. How are you? Yeah, I was so dead yesterday. I slept early. I slept for 12 hours. Morning stream today. It's the weekend. He is huge. Yeah, he's 11 years old, Mister. Not he's Atlas. Oh, good luck with the meeting. Cat's all black. I like the black kitties as well. Like all kitties. The Atlas is the only one that like only cat that just is chill enough to let me pick him up and not get too mad. I mean, he does want me to let him go right now. Oh, he just wants to sit. What if he did? What's the deal? No, don't go there. Me. FBI wiretaps. Oh, there's something else I wanted to cover before. It's okay. It's too late now. School denied child enrollment using license plate reader data. Now used for admin decisions. What? We took our we checked to see if our cameras had internet access and we removed them because the CVEs like our all our cameras are in the update like were installed after 2021, so they have the update that doesn't allow for the vulnerability that exists, but we just wanted to make sure, so we took it away from the internet. Fix CVE. This is the one I wanted to fix. Okay. Have a look at this. Inferior data broker breach. Ooh, 7 million, almost 700 million, or 676 million. 67 includes social security numbers. Data brokers shouldn't exist. Bruh, a data broker? Linked to polyfill, supply chain attack, crypto exchange infiltration. Docker hardened images now free. 1000 security first image container open sourced. Container security becomes baseline. What's the link for this? And I want to do one more thing before move forward. Here, go ahead. Let me let Alice free. This graphics your ingress. I'd recommend updating now. Yeah. Now in the content queue, Clancy posts multiple um posts per chat. E.g. Nope. Can we make it so that it posts one message, one post per chat? So that each gets, yeah, each post is a separate message to content queue. Yeah. Now send one Discord message per post instead of batching them together. Good. Okay, let's go back to where we left off. DPRK link to polyfill supply chain. Yes. Docker hardened done. AI brain fry. Yes, this is happening. Less work. No, reality is like we are doing more and we are just supervising the agents. More agents, less cognitive load does not, yeah, we are doing way more. I'm like keeping track of like 4 agents doing different things at the same time. NATO approves iOS for classified communications. Good. Consumer devices now war-fighting equipment. Gap between consumer and classified tech closed. iPhones and iPads approved. Age verification loss threaten Linux open source. System 76 lobbies Colorado. Can't do centralized IT checks without abandoning core principles. Let's have a look at that. Terminal Renaissance, Warp, FCS, RipRep, AI coding agents. CLI isn't dying, it's eating IDE workflows. Modern terminal. What is this? Mastodon only, Blue Sky X. Okay, Docker agents plus sandboxes. AI dev teams in micro VM isolation. Autonomous workflows safely contained. Your AI agents get their own VMs. All right. Banned OS from ID requirements. Oh, right. Would they? And sometimes, like, if people forget that US is just multiple states with their own set of laws, and they lump everyone together. It's just like Europe, but it's one country instead of many grouped countries. Code is a lead pipe of our generation. We will spend decades replacing it. Building. Are you a Texan, Mr. Lost? To piss Callie off? Yeah, 50 countries in a union. And I have to remind my friends about that. You're from Maine. Okay. Yeah, I had to remind a lot of my friends when they dunk on the US. Like, bro, it's not all the same. Each state's like got its own culture. And you can't really lump all of the US like based on like the issues of one state. Each state's got its own unique. Same thing, yeah, as the EU. And code is a lead pipe of our generation. We'll spend decades replacing it, building technical debt at scale. But it's one citizen that kind of like grants you access to the whole country, one citizenship, and getting that citizenship is is a toughie compared to EU, where each country has their own like citizenship laws that get access to the EU. Code is the lead pipe of our generation. And people like, I don't know, Americans say that they're not big government, but man, they're one of the biggest governments. At least from what I see, like American governance is huge. Code is the lead pipe of our generation. We'll spend don't yeah, most you all don't want big gov, but it's there. I feel like there will come a time where it gets split. Didn't Cali want to be their own at some point, or still want to be their own and not federally governed? We'll spend decades replacing it, building technical debt at scale, then wondering why it's happening. Star Citizen Dev discloses breach. Account metadata, data, birth contacts exposed. Decades of crowdfunding security didn't keep pace. Your pace backing funds attack surface. You can see, I think they did try to get a quote for it once. Damn. A vote. Okay. Star Citizen Dev. Did you see this, by the way? There's a streamer called Cakes that I watch occasionally. I don't engage with him much. But he's been working on a game for 4 years. Tangy TD. Wait, X. And he released it a couple days ago. And I think Prime posted it, reposted him. And he's been getting a lot of support for people. Tangy TD, a tower defense game. But this is so wholesome. So he released it a couple days ago. And he's been getting so much support from other game devs. This is 3 days in. This is such a wholesome moment. 4 years of grinding. Did you not hear it? Oh man, the capture card audio is not going through. Wait, let me fix that. You just bought? Nice. 4 years of work, yeah. And that blew up. Why is capture card not working? This should be here. Let me play it again.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh. Oh my god. This is 30,000. 30,000 Dollar. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Hey, das ist genau. Oh my god. Oh my god.
And then this clip kind of went around the internet and blew him up even more. Moist Critical played it for like 3 hours. So I'm sure he's probably like 150k plus now by now. But huge, 4 years of grinding. And his streams have been like doubled in viewership. So let me see if I can Cakes 77. Let me shout him out. Cakes 77. Cakes. Oh, I got a whisper.
Getting so high that this loop never stopped. And so you don't get an error. Update still works. It doesn't cause there's no errors.
Highly recommend.
It just infinitely happens.
Okay. Before I do anything, I want to check this whisper. Give me a bit. Two a.m. Oh my god. Up down reboot. Oof. there a way to trigger notifications for Twitch Whisper? Okay. Ba-da-da, bow, bow, ba-da-da. Best default error handling code. Nope. I'm gonna pause it with the Rust today. There's so much for me to catch up on. Let's go through the news. What else is there? Bookstack critical security, self-hosted wiki. Oh, is this a self-hosted wiki? Flow has like a self-hosted book reading app that I want to set up on my infra. But I'm like reaching RAM limitations with what I have in place right now. So, but my little brother, who's not so little anymore, much taller than I am, he's going to set up my old server and I'm going to have like 80 GB plus RAM and I can go crazy. I can go crazy. All posts that only hit Mastodon are now on Blue Sky. Docker hardened inmate. Okay, we've done this. You mean make your NAS? What are you going to use, Mr. Loss? Yeah, what are you going to use? True NAS or like any other solution? What is Bookstack? It's a wiki? Okay, is this the self-hosted wiki? Which one? Highly recommend this repo. Awesome, self-hosted. For a cool list of things you can host yourself if you have the compute for it. And if you like, my self-hosting journey started with this guy, Techno Temp. Like 4 years ago, 4 or 5 years ago. I'm going to subscribe to him on this account. He's all about like owning your own infra, your own services. His tutorials are well guided. He used to be a Twitch streamer as well. And he like goes through like a tour of his home lab. You don't need like all of this fancy equipment. Just a PC, an old PC that's lying around. Yeah. A 2 GB NIC. Oh, you wanna put it public to the internet? I have a 10 GB NIC in Canada. A 10 GB NIC. Yeah. But at the time I had a 3 Gbps connection with want to put all your movies on it. Nice. Oh yeah. Well, I have tv.abu.guru. It's not. I'm not storing the content anywhere. It just hits another server that has everything cached. It's locked behind a role on my Discord. 28 TB hard drive. Jeebus. You're one of the data hoarders. Do you know this term, data hoarder? Have you been on this subreddit? r/data hoarder. It is a good initiative, like especially since this war. You don't Reddit. There's some good. I'm not a Reddit's read only for me. I don't like upvote or comment or anything. Purely read only. But there's some cool people sharing what they do. Yeah, you kind of read it. I read only Reddit. Man, people on Reddit are way too opinionated, and the whole like moderation system there is authoritarian. Like for Twitch community, it's different because it's in the end it's a person that leads the community, that like leads the stream, that dictates what's acceptable or not. But it doesn't revolve around a certain topic, right? It's a community vibe. But for Reddit, like it revolves around a certain topic. So like r/self-hosting, whoever becomes mod dictates like the direction and what's acceptable or not, which I don't agree with. I do not. I almost read this as Mark Cleavage. Assistant Senate tries to talk Colorado down. Okay. More states are considering them. I don't get this. I don't get why. System 76 is based in Denver, okay. Children and Adolescents Online was passed in September 2025. Other left-leaning states always follow. It's how they get around the federal gov. Yeah. Oh man, so much Atlas hair. He needs a haircut. I need to make sure that my PC is cleaned inside from Atlas hair. Tech illiterate campaign groups pressuring tech illiterate legislators is only going to grow. After an early mention on The Simpsons, this is sometimes called Lovejoy's Law. Won't somebody please think of the children? Rupert Goodwin's looked at this 2004 first occurrence you can find with a full quarter century earlier. Shall we have the shell asked to check the host IP on the first boot? If they type ifconfig, they are old enough. If they're type IP error, they deserve to be rested. What the fuck? There was also this sometime last year about putting ID checks on adult sites. And the concern was like, sure, but say they get breached. They're just going to have a database. Yo, Flo, what's up? They're going to have a database of people who use the website. And it's going to be like the Ashley Madison thing all over again. And if you remember that, No, that's the whole point. That's the whole point of it's not just for you to you guys are welcome to test the security. Right? I want to harden it. I want to learn what it takes to harden it. So you guys are welcome. You're also welcome to call me, right? If you find something, because that's kind of because it was down for 7 hours. You're welcome to call me in case it goes down or something bad like that happens. I'm usually I check my Discord quite regularly, but I was dead for 12 hours. I put a rule to not allow that from happening. It's a little too hard of a rule though, because I want it to be open about how the infra works. So part of how it responded to you, it said, I have Docker exec permissions. But the rule I placed is not to explain that. I'm gonna make it a little lighter. We'll see. Claude came up with the rule. I was a little too lazy. Terminal Renaissance. Why CLI tools are eating dev workflows? They are. For years, the command line was the domain of graybeards and people who enjoy praying. You had your ls grep and cd and you wanted color. Well, you could probably hack together some ANSI codes. That AI is dead. Aren't just powerful, they're intelligent. They auto-complete your thoughts, visualize data like a GUI, integrate with everything from APIs to AI models. Many developers I know now spend less time alt-tabbing between apps and more time shipping, all without leaving the terminal. If you think CLI is just text rolling by, you're missing the revolution. The shift from text to structure. Traditional shells treat everything as strings. Modern tools like new shell. What is new shell? New shell. Let's check that out. Instead of piping text through awk and sed like 1987, you can query JSON, filter tables, manipulate columns as if you're writing a data frame in Python. The mental model shift is massive. Terminal becomes a data processing environment, not just a command executor. AI powered development tools are here. AI dev tool rankings show Kimi 2.5 debuting at 3 with groundbreaking agent swarm abilities, enabling up to 100 sub-agents with 1,500 tool calls. This isn't vaporware. Developers are using AI-powered CLI assistance for everything, from dependency updates across dozens of repos to automated PR generations. The workflow: type what you want in natural language, let the AI figure out the command, review, execute, repeat. The must-have stack. Here's what sharp developers are installing first on every machine. FZF, fuzzy finding that turns file navigation into instant search. No more CDing through file directories to find that one config file. TLDR, because nobody remembers the 47 flags for tar, TLDR gives you practical examples instead of man-made novels. New shell. Respect to data structures, query, filter, and transform without arcane pipes. Modern file manager. Tools like Ranger bring Vim-style navigation to your file system. It's like GUI, but faster. Ranger terminal. Okay. Real productivity killer. Here's what most people miss. Productivity isn't lost in big mistakes. It's lost in tiny delays repeated all day. Slow searches, messy outputs, and forgotten commands. Constant context switching between terminal, IDE, browser. Modern CLI tools eliminate those micro delays. Install SDF and your command history becomes instantly searchable. Use TLDR and you never waste 10 minutes reading documentation. Adopt new shell and data manipulation becomes readable. Isn't dying, it's evolving into the most productive environment available. The developers who embrace modern CLI tools in 2026 aren't just faster, they're operating at a different level entirely. Stop treating your terminal like it's 1995. Install these tools, learn the shortcuts, let the AI assistants handle the boring stuff. Because in 2026, the command line isn't just for purists anymore. It's for people who ship. Oh, yeah. I like it. What is this? LM code is lead pipe of our generation of software engineers. They're going to be replacing it for decades and wondering how we were so selfish. School district denies enrollment to child based on license plate reader data. Automated checks raise doubts, though key questions remain unanswered. American parents of school-age children may want to pay attention to where their cars are parked and for how long, as license plate reader data is now being cited by at least one school district when challenging whether school students live where they say they do. What was that? What was that sound? Why did I get a notification? I got a spam. I got the spam. What did it say? It added me. Okay. Filed all required documents with the district to prove residency, including a mortgage statement, vehicle registration, utility bill, and her driver's license. The district repeatedly denied enrollment after citing legal license plate recognition data that showed her vehicle appearing overnight at Chicago address. What? Per the local report, Sanchez maintains she's been a resident of home with her daughter since moving in, and this vehicle was only in Chicago for the period because she loaned it to a relative. It's not clear how it was determined that sightings of Sanchez's car at Chicago address over 2 months ago were enough to challenge her residency claim for her daughter's school enrollment. It was not clear whether Sanchez was given the opportunity to appeal the decision, especially if automated license plate reading technology was involved in the determination. Crazy. We reached out to the district with questions but didn't hear back. A look at the district's residency webpage suggests that Thomson Reuters Clear is the software used. I hate Thomson Reuters. I hate them with a passion. Okay. To use verify residency for, there's this book, Data Cartels by Sarah Lambton. Companies that control and monopolize our information. Very good book. Very good book. Great book for librarians. Where's the Goodreads? Where's the Goodreads? Here to lead, not to read. Where is this from? I'm here to read, not to lead. Where is this from? I'm thinking. Not from Madagascar, right? I know it's an animated, yeah. It is animated. Look, man, where is it? I am here to lead, not to read. I need hints. Docker agent, open source tool for building specialized agents. Interesting. What the heck? Yes. You're so right. That's such a good movie. Man, that movie is so good. Ah. This is cool. I'm gonna see how we can. It's funny how our brains work, man. Nerd stuff. Yeah. What's been happening here? Yeah. It keeps crashing out. I don't like it. Okay. Docker agent, cool. New shell. What's new shell? New type of shell. Everything is data. No new pipeline structured data, so you can safely select, filter, sort the same way every time. Powerful plugins. Speaks JSON. It's a more out of the box. Great error messages. Interesting. I don't think I'll be using it. Vim. Do I need a Vim inspired file manager? No, I don't. I'm happy with this. Still need to follow the Unix philosophy of do one thing and one thing well, and they all add on top of each other to do many cool things. Modular approach. All right, I'm going to call it. I am going to call it. I want to clean up my laptop. Just rest a bit. I will nap after prayers, and I'll start early today. We'll do a bit of Rust, and then I'm gonna play Factorio with the Dan Whale, and it'll be fun. Let's suspend this. Who shall we raid? Who shall we raid? This toggle bit, but I have raided him last. I have not raided study time in a hot minute, and she's in Thailand. Let's go say hi to study time. Let's raid study time here. Raid study time. She's focus mode right now. She's in Thailand. She's vibing. What do we say? What do we say? Let's just say La Boo Boo raid. Take care, Mr. Lost. Here or La Boo Boo raid if you don't have the emote. All right. Then our last start time. Bye, y'all. Bye.